reckon we do the video?
I reckon we go out back and give John Travolta a tug job. So here's to you, Jay.
Here's to you.
Welcome 3 kilobotters to our slushy night. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
And remember to like the videos, guys. It's very important to us. And if you're new to us, please subscribe. We want to go for 2,000 likes. That's our goal. I think we can do it. Today we're reviewing Starhawk for the PS3.
Exclusive.
So
the story is actually a very simple, classic story. You got 2 different factions, and there's this very, very powerful sort of blue light, and that's called Rift.
Rift energy.
It allows you to basically take on this power.
This is told in like an animated cartoon style. The genre of the game is a tower defense, third-person shooter, flight arcade, combat.
Yeah, it goes on forever.
Strategy. I've never played a game quite like this. It's got a little bit of Orcs Must Die in it. It's got a little bit of StarCraft. It's got a little bit of Red Faction, Armageddon.
It has a Western theme to it, kind of. Even though it's in space. You
kind of like Rage.
Yeah, you got this Western music playing, and it feels like an open world right in the beginning, but it isn't. Now, in this game, you have the ability to actually select different outposts or walls or tools.
Such as a wall, a corral, a turret, a watchtower where you can snipe off, an outpost so you can bring more players in the game, supply bunker for more weapons and ammo,
a jetpack, vehicle repair arm, which basically...
It's the Canada arm.
Yeah, it's like the Canada arm. You know how we did a good arm. Launch pad, and that's where you actually launch off in your Warhawk.
And the Warhawk actually turns from a plane to a mech, which is very cool.
Beam turret, actually a really good weapon to take out the Warhawks. Shield generator, a tank depot.
And what's cool, you don't have to wait for these vehicles. You just go up to the launch pad or the tank depot, you hit a button, and the tank's there, or the plane's there.
The walls themselves can be switched between a wall and a gate, so your team can actually go through it.
Really cool, when you build anything, it's instantaneous. It literally comes from low orbit, crashing down, animates right in front of you, and builds. Very exciting.
It's like Transformers, especially when you get into the Warhawk. You get into it, and you push a button, and it changes from a mech to the actual plane.
I was waiting for Michael Bay to pop out, and now we're going, go, 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 go! So there's the campaign, which basically grooms you for multiplayer. The campaign's not very long. You can probably blast through it in about 3 hours.
Blast through you.
Co-op is fun. It's basically horde mode, though, where you just fight wave of enemies with your friends.
You can also customize your player online. You know, the clothes he's wearing or the camouflage on your vehicles. You can actually customize the guns and whatnot.
What's really cool about this is you can create a clan with your friends. The menu is kind of archaic. It's kind of everything's scattered. It's hard to find things. There's a calendar of events, so if you form a clan, you could mark the next tournament on your calendar.
The ability to be playing like a third-person shooter, spawning barricades or turrets.
Like a strategy game.
Yeah,
like
all of a sudden, all of a sudden it's like red alert. At first you're playing, you're like, this game is the best game I've ever played ever.
Has everything.
Walls down, turrets, you're like coming in, flying over you.
I think in the campaign, fall off. In the campaign, you know, the walls work. The turrets work okay. But once you get online, everything kind of goes to shit. Everything you kind of learned and were working towards, it doesn't apply online. You create a wall and then a dude comes with a Warhawk, destroys it like butter. You build a sniping tower and someone breaks it down.
Balance in this game is way off. But I think that it's also a really, really good collection of great ideas in one game.
The main game modes online: capture the flag, zones, where you actually have to take over zones, kind of like in Battlefield 3.
Team deathmatch and deathmatch.
Whoa. It's got an awesome looking respawn system where you see the map and you literally go down in like a pod, like in Star Wars, and you can control where your pod lands and then you kind of burst out of it.
And when you land on an enemy, you get like XP points.
I think this is an amazing game, and there's, like Jay said, there's a lot of good ideas.
What do you give it, Michael?
An 8 out of 10. I hated that there was no way to repair the structures. There's a way to repair the vehicles, but not to repair the structures.
Very silly.
Either choose one way or the other. If you're going to make the walls that weak online, at least give me the ability to repair it, to fix it. Or make the wall super strong. It doesn't have that. They're super weak and I can't repair it. It's not balanced at all. But I love it because it's like taking these genres together and making something new. Choppy frame rates at times.
Shoot me.
Jay, what do you give it out of 10, shooter?
Shooter.
Shoot all your opinions all over them.
7.5 out of 10.
Ooh.
This is a good game. There's something in here. It's the sequel that's going to be...
Sequel's going to be awesome, I think.
If you can work as a team, it is a lot of fun. The AI in the single-player campaign, it's pointless.
Well, it's up to them to drive, for example.
It's not good. It's missing different classes. You should have somebody who's like a repair guy. You should have somebody who's a recon. This game could have benefited having classes so much. I'd say buy it. If you're into multiplayer,
it's a great PS3 multiplayer game. It's just unbalanced, and there's some great ideas that I think true gamers will appreciate.
Frustrating, you know.
It's like taking a hot girl out on a date. It's going well, and you take her back home, and you can't get your dick hard.
I know.
You can't.
Don't interrupt me.
I just was adding some
No!
some flavor.